A former Minister of Aviation, Femi Fani-Kayode, has stated that the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, cannot be compared to Bola Tinubu, the presidential flag bearer of the ruling All Progressive Congress (APC). He stated that comparing both men is like comparing Don Perignon to Ogogoro or Crystal Champagne to what the people of the Niger Delta call sepe. Nigeria News reports that Fani Kayode stated this in an article titled The Obedience, the Jagaban, and the Icarus Syndrome. According to him, those comparing the presidential candidates of the APC to the Labour Party are unserious. Fani Kayode claimed that Peter Obi was still a trader selling tomato ketchup and Bonvita in 1999 when Tinubu paid his dues and was already running for the governorship of Lagos State. He said, "What I find the most irritating and objectionable about the obedience is not their unadulterated aggression and abusive tendencies, but rather their insistence on comparing their leader Peter Obi to Tinubu. I consider this to be deeply insulting. It's like comparing Don Perignon to Ogogoro. It's like comparing Crystal Champagne to what the people of the Niger Delta call sepe. It's like comparing the finest red wine from the vineyards of Bodex to what the Ghanaians call akpetishi. It's like comparing chalk and cheese, and it's like comparing a Rolls Royce to a Volkswagen Beetle, a Porsche Carrera to a three-wheeled scooter, a Ferrari to a broken-down Mini, or a Golf Stream Jet to an Aba-made helicopter." When Obi was still in kindergarten, Bola Ahmed Tinubu was already a very wealthy and successful businessman who had worked and invested massively in the oil, gas, high-tech, and communications sector. At that time, he was already a dollar millionaire, and he invested much of his wealth into politics and the lives of others that were less fortunate than he was. When Obi was still in secondary school, Bola Ahmed Tinubu was already an integral part of the massive political network and a key figure in the late Major General Shehu Musa Yar'Adua's formidable political family, which was known as the People's Front (PF), together with other notable and seasoned leaders like Babagana Kingebe and Atiku Abubakar. They were, of course, to later join the SDP as a group, and they, more than any other, ensured the emergence of Chief MKO Abiola as the presidential flag bearer of the party at their Just Convention in 1993. When Obi was still at university, Bola Ahmed Tinubu was in the trenches fighting military government, leading NADECO and risking his life and liberty for the restoration of MKO Abiola's June 12th mandate, which had been annulled by the military, and for democracy. He stated that many of the today's obedience, the name given to the supporters of Peter Obi, were not born at that time. Tinubu played an important role to give Nigeria democracy. The former minister said those of them around and very local and active at that time can testify to Tinubu's effort. He stated that Bola Tinubu inspired him and millions of other Nigerians and Democrats all over the world with his courage and efforts. Fani Kayode said, many of our people were killed, incarcerated, and driven into exile, including yours truly. And had it not been for the leadership of the following heroes, we would still be under the yoke of military rule today. I will make this a full and comprehensive list for the benefit of those young obedients who have no knowledge of our nation's history and who know nothing about the June 12th struggle. Fani Kayode said Bola Ahmed Tinubu was not just among them, but he was one of those that led them, inspired them, and for the finance, the resistance. He said, outside of that and before the struggle even began, Tinubu had been elected as a senator during the Third Republic in 1992 on the platform of the SDP, recording the highest number of votes for a Senate seat in the entire country. Whilst at the Senate, he excelled and was appointed chairman of the Senate Committee on Banking and Finance. This was just short of a decade before he became governor of Lagos State in 1999 after the murder of MKO Abiola and the then head of state, General Sani Abacha, after returning home from exile and after the military were driven away and pushed out of office. From 1990 up until today, Tinubu has been an active and key player in the political firmament of Nigeria and has always fought against injustice and tyranny. Whilst Obi was still a trader selling tomato ketchup and Bonvita in 1999, Bola Ahmed Tinubu had already paid his dues, made his mark, and was already running for the governorship of the state. The elders of the Southwest and Afenifere supported him and rewarded him by ensuring that he won simply because of the noble and dramatic role he played during the June 12th struggle and his role in ensuring that the military left power. He continued, "It's a shameful and shameless comparison. It is a tactless, tasteless, and nauseating joke. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. It's an exercise in futility and a pointless and profitless endeavor. Permit me to end this contribution with the following assertions. Let the foundations of the earth tremble. Let the demons scream. Let the lions roar. Let the wolves howl. And let the sharks run riot. Let the whalers wail. Let the bulls of Bashan charge. Let the mortars plot and plan. Let the ox shriek. Let the goblins grumble. And let our adversaries and oppressors cry havoc. And let sleep the dogs of war." Tinubu versus Peter Obi. Don't compare Don Perignon to Ogogoro. Fani Kayode. Interesting. Fani Kayode is now of the All Progressive Congress. You know, himself and Peter Obi, they used to be part of the People's Democratic Party. Days leading to the primaries that Peter Obi eventually left PDP and joined the LP, the Labour Party, where he got the ticket, where he got the presidential ticket. It was this same Fani Kayode who wrote about the obedient, that the obedient movement is really growing very wild, that these guys should not be ignored. They should try to understand what they are after and all that is going on. He's the one that has just put up this write-up that Tinubu and Peter Obi cannot be compared. Well, guys, let's hear your own thoughts. Leave us your take down below in the comment section. Thank you once again for staying tuned. And please don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe. Till I come your way again with more updates. Bye.